All right. We are back with some Touhou with George. Take it away, George.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while. It's been a little while since I had this skill in the marathon, and by a little while I mean like this was totally at like NASA like 2 weeks ago. So actually, hi, I'm George. I'm joined here for the first time ever. Me playing Touhou. I'm joined by a commentator. Hello there, Lorena Host. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing pretty good. I'm not usually a speedrunner. I'm more of a high-level survival player. I was playing in the Touhou World Cup. If anyone watched that. And I'm here to help with commentary and hope, this that this showcase,
So when it comes to sorry. When it comes to survival, Lorena is like probably like 10 times better than me. She has a lunatic no bomb clear on this game in lunatic mode. I believe, right? No bomb, right?
Two miss bombs.
Yep. I barely have the game cleared like as is with like bombs and everything. So like, no bomb is like 10 steps above that, so shoutouts to her. But we're gonna be doing the extra stage speedrun, and we're gonna be using Rhymo, and we're gonna be using Rhymo B. So Touhou can be kind of like settled on like calling like the different like numbers of characters, A, B, C, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be using Rhymo.
There's different shot types.
Yep. Lorena, why are we using Rhymo B? Why are we using Rhymo B?
So Rhymo B, her shot has a lot of these little orange amulets. You're gonna see when she starts shooting. There's going to be all these orange amulets coming out, and if you're very close to the boss, because usually they spread out, however, if you're close to the boss, then all of the amulets are going to hit at once, so what is usually a spread shot where only 2 or 3 of them hit, suddenly all of them hit, and that does a lot of damage to the boss.
Yep, and it turns out
killing bosses fast is how you save time in this game.
Yeah. It turns out she's the best, like, when you stay close to her boss, she's the fastest, like, the biggest, the most damaging shot type, and that's what matters, because in extra stages, the bombs don't take damage from bosses. But anyway, let's get this started. We have some more time to explain during the stage portion. So, crew, I hope you're ready on time. Let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. So, I disappoint Lorena, but I did actually remove the modded music. We're sticking with vanilla music this time. Alright.
I figured I was gonna comment on it.
Yeah. So stage portion is pretty simple. You have most of the enemies in the stage portion are pretty much static, and basic gameplay mechanics are that, you just use the arrow keys to move around, and you can hold shift to move slower, and that's called focusing. Now I want to be at nice. I'm 1 away from a multiple of 8 power river, as you can see on the right display, and that's gonna be important later. These big red things are power ups. They increase my damage, and obviously for later on the boss we already have max power. But the reason I am saving my power from 1 away from a multiple of 8 is because I want to be at 127 power, because that actually is equal to max power, and then I can pick up 1 power, oh don't die here, okay, and do a full power clear, and that clears all bullets on screen, and it just makes this pattern a little bit easier to deal with. Unfortunately, I slightly messed up my movement there, so had to deal with a little bit more bullets, but this pattern is pretty straightforward. This fairy, this fairy.
Yeah, I call this fairy the meme fairy. It can easily kill you. The pattern is randomly rotated, which means that you're gonna get basically kind of it's gonna be a new pattern every time, but still familiar.
Yep. Alright, time for Patchy. So Patchy has 3 spell cards, and we have 3 bombs, and because she's a mid-boss, we can still damage her with bombs, and that's very convenient. Now, I have to stay very close to her, like, oh no, a bullet spawned right in front of me! That's so unfortunate. Okay, that's really bad, because that's 1 mistake. I cannot make any more at the boss, so that's terrible. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? I have to, because the full power clear messed me up. Oh no. Okay, that's fine, I should
this pattern Royal Flare is usually a route, so...
Yeah, but the full power clear messed me up. The full power clear messed me up. I death bomb her. Okay, so that's a good way to explain that to you. You want to explain what a death bomb is?
Death bomb is basically whenever you die, so if you ever get hit by a bullet, you lose a life. However, you have a 6-frame window in this game, where if you press the bomb button, it cancels out your death. So it plays the death sound, but you don't lose your life, and you instead use the bomb.
Alright, bullet spam section here.
Some of them will shoot blue bullets. The blue bullets are aimed at you, and basically, if you don't move directly towards or away from where you're being shot at from, you will dodge any aimed bullets. and this is what he's gonna try to do. Just get out of the way.
And here comes
while
the big
dodging the
spam
random
section.
red bullets.
I have to not die in this, else the run is in like serious danger. Oh, that micro dodge ever is good. There's a good micro dodge. Good. Okay, so we're getting the Patchy with at least some lives. I'm getting very concerned about my streaming pattern here. Okay, I'm good. Cool. Into Flan. Alright, so this is where the fun begins, because Flander does not take damage from bombs. So at this point, the run pretty much becomes no bomb, which is hard. Her first spell card, her first non-card is pretty much pretty straightforward, but Cranberry Trap has a lot of RNG with her movement, and unfortunately, I'm not getting...
the pattern itself is a route. However, because we want to kill her fast, the movement RNG is what's relevant here, and that was pretty good.
Yep. Alright, second spell card, Lavatain is it's a route as well. You just kind of like follow this route and you do a time dash to the right. That was almost too late, but got it. And now I think I'm gonna let you take over for the next spell card, because Four of a Kind is a beast.
Alright, Four of a Kind, you see she's gonna spawn these 4 clones of her, and they all have random movements. And now obviously only the real one really counts for damage, so you're gonna see he's gonna try to stay underneath the real one. It's the one with the spell circle, and avoid the clones getting in the way.
Yeah, that was a good speed kill.
The clones were very nice.
Yep. That spell card can lose you like 10 seconds easily. Let's hope I don't get RNG'd. Slightly RNG'd on this spell card, but it's fine.
Yeah, because if Flanger moves above a big line of green bullets that you can't stand underneath, you can't do good damage to her.
Alright, time for my favorite spell card. You'll see soon when I think this card just like explains for itself.
It's extremely precise movement and micro dodging.
Yeah. So you're supposed to go in like spirals there, but you can just kind of like micro dodge. The classic speed skill on that strat is just you stay all the way at the bottom, but you know, speedrunners, we just try to like stay in the middle on the distance and try to like micro dodge even harder. Alright, Starbow Break is a cycle-based card, and on the third wave I can actually move upwards. Oh no! Oh, I tried to like micro dodge to the left, but that's fine, that's fine. I can still make one mistake, and actually this is good because I can full power clear her hardest non-card. This is the hardest non-spell, and getting a full power clear on this is nice. Cool. Alright, and now we're gonna do...
You can see because you want to stand close to her, but that non-spell is not very friendly.
Alright, time for Calliope drifting. Oh god, that was extremely dangerous. I'm dead here. Yep, I'm dead. That's fine. Okay. We should be fine here.
This is very difficult because again, random movement. Though this is pretty good. As Flanger is kind of staying underneath.
I cannot die on this card. If I die on this card, this run is in serious jeopardy. Because I need a life for the final spell card. Okay, we save. Cool, we save.
It's supposed to be a third cycle on that pattern, but because you're that fast.
Yep, because we can just follow the route right there and it's turn. So, where'd Flan go?
Oh, she went into the background.
Okay, this is a survival card.
Right there.
What's a survival card?
Survival card. Basically, you don't. The game stops being a shooting game and it starts being a dodging game. There's nothing to shoot at. You just have to survive the pattern. You see, there's a timer in the top right. Usually, if the timer runs out, you don't get any spell bonuses. It's not really counted as a legitimate way to beat a pattern. However, in timeout spells, it's the only way to beat it.
Yep. And because it's a timeout, and because there's no damage involved, I can actually use my bombs on this card. So having free, because, you know, you usually die at least once, right? But so having bombs on this actually makes this card pretty much free. And because I'm at 1 life, normally I would try to capture this, but because I'm at 1 life left and I desperately need that for the final spell card, I will not be attempting this. If I get, like, I will be bombing the last, like, if I get into any danger, I will be bombing.
Yeah, there's only one part of this pattern that's really difficult, and it's the part towards the end, because you see all these colorful waves,
they're gonna stack up.
They start shooting faster and faster, and,
and here they all stack up. And I'm just gonna bomb it all. Cool. Alright, so now QD, the final spike, has an interesting quirk. You can, like, stay below her before it spawns in, you can do, like, 1/3 of her health bar right away. I'm gonna let you take over first, because this is hard focus time for me.
Alright.
Time's coming up when she explodes into a ball of flames at the end.
Alright, so QD, it's a pretty difficult pattern, because you have to basically read all the bullets coming from 3 different directions, and eventually, the thing is, the pattern gets faster the less HP she has, so you're gonna see it's going to get very fast and very difficult to read. Remember, this is looking very good. This might be a capture right now.
Yeah, capture time! That's time!
Very
Q&E capture on Marathon, let's go! Oh, what a run! What was my time? I'm really curious if my time was there. Oh, I don't think Q was still on Marathon on deck. I think the timer might still be running. I don't actually know what my time was there. I don't exactly know what my time is there, but that was a actually decent run. I think it was like a 7:30 for like a marathon. That's very decent. Hold on 1 second. Yo, Q, timer, thank you.
Wait.
I just hopped in very quickly. Yo.
You just check the time.
But yeah, that's the extra stage. It's a very short run. It's a very entertaining run. If you want to get into this, right now there are actually no Discord like for it. Well, there is one in the works, but not linked on speedrun.com yet. But the speedrunning scene for Touhou is slightly growing. You know, I'm trying to also promote it, right? And I think the extra stage is like the best run to learn. If you want to like get started, right?
Most of the usually there's like two parts to the whole game. There's the main game, which is just the 3 stages of the regular game, and then there's the extra stage, which is a bonus stage that you unlock. And
yep.
Basically, the only way to save time, because it's a shoot 'em up, it's an auto scroller. The only way to save time is during boss fights, and the extra stage is mostly a boss fight.
Yep.
Which means that most of the things you do in the extra stage actually matter for your time.
Yep, the reason why the main campaign run like this, there's like 6 stages normally, is like it's a little bit of a snooze fest. You can just bomb all the spell cards. So that's why if you want to get into this, I highly recommend learning the extra stage. It's very fun. I know it's very short, but it's an incredibly fun like pastime to like speedrun a bullet hell game. But yeah, that's been me. And if you have any shoutouts, Lorena, any communities you want to shout out?
Yeah, I'll shout out the Touhou Replay Showcase community. It's more just it's not speedrun focused for the most part, but it's a very good community that basically it's based around the stream on Saturdays that shows user submitted replays of Touhou games, and in general it's a pretty welcoming community that.
Yep.
It's just a good way to approach the Touhou games if you want to start playing these a bit more seriously and get into them, get proper, start clearing, get better, and meet people who can help you, and just be friends with them.
All right.
So, shout out to Touhou Replay Showcase.
Yep. I will affirm that shout out right there. But yeah, that's been pretty much it for me. It's been George, and you've been.
I've been Lorena. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I gotta thank you for commentating. And yeah, see you for the next one, folks.